Welcome, my name is Matt. This is Hidden Light. And this is the cringy what to buy for the photographer in your life 2022 edition. We went back and forth about this. Like, is it too cringe to be like, here's what you should buy for your photographer friends today? And it is kind of cringy like that, but also there are some legitimately good recommendations that I have that are not particularly expensive and that photographers like. So we might as well do one, right? So here's the deal. The holidays are upon us, and photographers always want new cameras, new gear, new toys to avoid taking pictures. It's like a thing where you buy new stuff and then you test that stuff, and then you don't have to like hold yourself responsible to like actually making pictures, which is silly. Photographers should make pictures. So there are in the world like little like inspo sources. You know what I mean? Inspiration, I think, is one of the most important things for photographers who are not like working professionals, right? Regular people like you and me who just want to shoot and have fun and want to play with a new technique or a new idea or whatever. So the first place I go for photographic inspiration are photo books. And there are literally gazillions, which is totally a number, of awesome photo books out in the world. And if you don't feel like spending sometimes $80 to several $100s for brand new photo books, you can almost always find really good ones at your local used bookstore. If you don't feel like buying a brand new one or stealing one from the library, go to the thrift store or the used bookstore or whatever and see if you can get some. eBay, also a thing. This book was one I picked up, I think, late last year, and fucking loved it. Vivian Myers, one, okay, like, damn, incredible work. And two, really good book. Like, you can't go wrong with that. Street photography books, like, find a genre that the photographer in your life doesn't necessarily shoot, or that they do shoot. Like, either way, like, you can get totally inspired to go shoot street photography by reading Street Photography Then, as it should have been called, Street Photography Now. Or if you're like super into street photography already, those are sweet resources and they're super cool to have. Or just like literally any book you can get your paws on. This is a really cool one by our friend Nicholas, who does just, you can't really explain it. Can we just for like 30 seconds here? It's like a mix of like sweet photography from his through hiking adventures, but also like things that are not necessarily photography, like little notes and like moments from the trails and like, I don't know. It's just cool. Find a photo book. Doesn't even really matter what it is, and wrap it up and put it under the tree or wherever you put gifts for people. You know what I mean? So, photo books specifically as sources of inspiration. Highly recommend. Also, low-hanging fruit, stocking stuffer style, film. Like, if the photographer in your life already owns a film camera, buy them film. Like, they're gonna use film anyway. You might as well get them some. Go to your local camera store, or if you have to, go online and pick up literally any kind of film that will go in their camera. Most people have a 35mm film camera if they're like into film photography. So get any 35mm film stock, or 2 or 10 or whatever you're feeling, stick it in a stocking, rock and roll, piece of cake. There are also film development services around the world, and you can buy typically gift cards for your favorite photographer. Like, hey, I bought you processing for a roll, or 10 rolls, or 50 rolls, however generous you're feeling. Hey man, I know you like to shoot pictures, here's some processing on me. That's awesome. Or get a little more advanced now. If the photographer in your life wants to try developing film at home, there are home development kits. It's this box full of awesome shit, and you use all the shit in the box to develop film. And you can do it at home, in your kitchen, or your laundry room, or wherever. Super cool, fun to try, highly recommend. They're not crazy expensive. Like, for the same amount that you would spend to process, say, 10 or 15 rolls of film, you can buy the kit to do it yourself at home for like super cheap. And then of course, all photographers like new cameras. We all want one. It doesn't matter if it's a Hasselblad or like a cheap disposable camera. Photographers like cameras. So buy them some sort of camera, any kind. Cheap plastic ones are fun because they're inexpensive, they're easy to get your paws on, and everyone can enjoy them. And then when you're done with it and you decide that you don't like it, you give it to your kids or your neighbors kids or the dog or whatever. They probably have like a not for small children warning on some of those cameras, and that's probably for a reason. But honest to goodness, like the gift that I'm getting the 4-year-old that's in my life, who's not my kid, is gonna be a camera. And be like, here's your very own camera, go take pictures. Love, crazy Uncle Matt. Know what I mean? Anyway, all kinds of cool things you can do. I'm not sure if you've noticed our beautiful tree. One of the things we do with spent film cans, ruined film, or the roll paper off of 120 is wrap it around your little Christmas tree here like a little bit like garland, and it looks really cute. And it's very theme appropriate. Look at these little boxes you got here. You got your film cans on it. I don't know, it's cool. Check it out. If you need any of the things, except photo books, we don't sell photo books. But if you need any of the things I mentioned, check it out, shop.hiddenlightllc.com. We got film, we got processing, we got cameras, we got development kits, we got all kinds of cool shit. And if you order before some day, you get it before Christmas. I don't know what the cutoff is, so, you know, order now. Buy now. Anyway, what are your favorite gifts that you have received as a photographer? Like, I'm big into photo books, but also, like, I'm sure there are also other good photo gifts that I've completely forgotten about. So let me know in the comments down below. And we'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.